Hello everyone, Happy New Year. Today I want to talk about knowledge management. Before that, I want to kind of talk about my New Year resolution in 2024 for the YouTube channel, because I want to expand the YouTube channel to not only include Obsidian but also knowledge management, including personal knowledge management and company's knowledge management, because I feel like that is a domain, that is the field that I'm truly interested in. So I've been working as a software engineer and team lead in a tech startup in Hong Kong for 1 year, and during that time I've been helping out the project documentations, company's wiki, and putting down the common best practice for junior devs so that they know the project details and how to get started very easily. And it also helped us, even for ourselves, to refer back to the previous issues and important details. And that's why after I quit the companies, I'm still interested in knowledge management, and I go back to Obsidian, and then now I started using it with a better approach. That's why I want to share the knowledge management in the YouTube channel, and if you're interested, please follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will keep you posted. So in this video, I want to talk about what defines good knowledge management, because we need to have an indicator so that we know whether we do it good or not, right? First of all, we need to understand that every management has its own goal. Let's say project management. We manage projects so that the project will move forward. We have some indicators, for example, the OKR. And for digital asset management, we do that because we want to find the digital assets easily when we need them. For time management, we want to fit different events into a single timetable, and sometimes we also need to find a common time slot with other people as well, right? Every management has its own goals, and knowledge management has no exceptions. The goal of knowledge management is to extract value from the existing knowledge, and we never do management for management, because management itself has no values. We have to understand that knowledge management needs its own goal so that we can quantify the process, quantify and qualify, right? So I have three criteria of what means by good knowledge management, which is the reusability, maintainability, and ease of relearn. First, reusability is easy to understand. It means that the more you reuse the notes, the better, because we want to extract values from a note, right? Which means that we want to reuse the notes. So just think about a note that you will reuse 100 times, or a note that you know you will never visit it again. Which one is more important? Which one has more values? Obviously, the one that you will reuse 100 times, right? You can see that not every note has the same importance, and you know you're never going to visit that notes again. Why bother putting them in the valves, right? That would just pollute your valves, make it easy, make it more difficult to find the things that you want. And that leads us to the second criteria, which is the maintainability issue. So the maintainability is a headache to everyone, because as we learn, we have to put down notes, which means that it is inevitable that this valve will grow larger and larger, and it will become more and more difficult to maintain, and that is just an inevitable thing. But one thing we can do is that we can revise our notes and then just trim off some notes that we think we will never use it again. So one method is the para method that many people use, and then it stands for projects, areas, resources, archives. Archive basically means trash. If you don't use the notes anymore, just move it to archive so that it will not disturb you, it will not distract you, and you can find your notes more easily. Just imagine you have a vault with 10,000 notes, and another person have a vault with 1,000 notes only. But it is difficult for you to find the notes that you want, but it is easy for him to find the notes that he wants. So which one is better? Obviously, his vault is better, right? He has better knowledge management, right? Because he does the things, he does his job. You didn't do your job. Your knowledge doesn't do your job. That's why your knowledge management is poor. That is the same in the software engineering industry as well. What is the best PR? The best PR is not adding code. The best PR is removing code. Removing code is the best, because it makes the project cleaner. It makes it more maintainable. Everyone likes removing code, right? The third factor is the ease of relearn. These factors focus on the quality of the content. Let's say you wrote a note and then now you revisit it again, and it is very complex, it's very long, it's very difficult to read. Is it a good note? It takes you half an hour to read. It takes you half an hour to understand. Is it a good note? It is not. It's obviously not. And that's why Capano, the CEO of Obsidian, he actually say that concise explanation accelerates progress, and leadership is built on concise explanations. Concise explanation works in every scale, makes idea useful, accelerates decision making, and everything he writes is very concise. It's just 1 minute read, 2 minutes read. Buy wisely, 5 minutes read is a bit longer than usual. Pain is information, 1 minute read. And the things he wrote can be easily absorbable by other people, and it's very easy to understand by his future self as well. That's why this factor is very important. It means that when we write notes, we don't only focus on the quantity, but also focus on the quality. And these three factors are very important. It's how I assess whether I have good knowledge management or not. And I made a very simple diagram to illustrate the process of knowledge management and how your knowledge can create values. Let's say you have a new knowledge come in. If you have good knowledge management, it should hit your old knowledge management easily, so you will never create duplicate notes, because you remember you have an existing note, or even you don't remember you have an existing note. Your knowledge management system should remind you that you already have an existing note and you don't need to create another note. If you create a duplicate note, well, it means that your draft is too big, that it is unmaintainable. You create two pieces of same informations and you forget you already created these notes before, and your system doesn't help you at all. And that's why that is a poor knowledge management. And the second process is when questions come in, it should hit the old knowledge, so that you can reuse the knowledge to solve your problems, right? Also, a good knowledge management system should help you revalidate your knowledge, so that they can keep up to date. And that's why I have this diagram, and basically these three criteria helps you accelerate this process. The faster the process, the better the knowledge management is. Therefore, there are some signs of poor knowledge management system. I put it here as well. For example, when you create a node and find that the node are actually duplicated with some old nodes, it means that your knowledge management is not doing it well. And there is difficulty in locating relevant information. It means that there is poor organizations, there are no indexings, or there are just too many nodes. You're not using proper keywords. The third one is the information is outdated or inconsistent between different places. Then it means that you're not revalidating your knowledge, and when you have questions, you will confuse yourself. You don't know how to solve the problems, and that's why your knowledge management is poor. So these are some signs of poor knowledge management system. I will not go through it all of them here, but so in this note I will also talk about what needs to be remembered in your notes, in your valves, what don't need to remember. It's just my thought and how my workflow is designed. For example, since I know that I want to locate the relevant information quickly, and that's why I told myself I kind of need to have unique keywords in the title, and the keywords alias have the same importance because both of them can help me search more easily. Let's say my company is called Top Tier Tools, so this is the name of the nodes, and TTT is also an alias of this node, and it can also help me go to this node. This is what I mean by unique keywords. So there are some nodes doesn't have any unique keywords. For example, TypeScript is not a unique keyword in my vault, because now I put TypeScript here, and then you can see a lot of nodes pop up, and it is difficult to find what I want by typing TypeScript, and that's why I need another keyword to find the nodes that I want. I have some workflow here for my knowledge management, and the workflow is designed based on these three criteria. I think this kind of sum up my videos about knowledge management, and if you like it, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.